Let's go. The Cork team for tonight's game is number 1, Amy Lee, number 17, Ellen Murphy, number 2, Libby Coppinger, number 18, Aoife O'Neill, number 21, Saoirse McCarthy, number 6, Laura Tracy, and number 7, Laura Hayes. Midfield, number 8, Katrina Mackey, number 9, Aisling Thompson, number 10, Chloe Sickerson, number 13, Fiona Keating, number 12, Ciara O'Sullivan, number 20, Izzy O'Regan, number 14, Amy O'Connor, and number 15, Linda Collins. The Tipperary team lines out number 1, Cueva Burke, number 2, Julianne Burke, number 3, Mary Ryan, number 4, Emer Lockman, number 5, Maureen Edison, number 6, Karen Kennedy, number 7, Aoife McGrath, number 8, Sarah Friday, number 9, Rosie Howard, number 10, Arena Friday, number 11, Nicole Walsh, number 12, Emma McGrath, number 13, Grace O'Brien, number 14, Todd Devan, and number 15, Emer Heffernan.
getting off here in Corabini and go, where are you? Where the other fella, I think he's on in, he's in holiday somewhere, and she thought it was around. Yo, we're on, go to bed now. Huh? Do you know what, Nate? They met not so long ago, so they know each other in St. I could take the summer off work and go non-stop. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. It's crazy, and it's from under 10 up to the senior, up to intercounty, up to everything. Absolutely amazing.
Would you please stand for the national anthem?
The league semi, but both teams have at least 11 regulars on, haven't they?
Yeah, and of course they met here in the league below in Páirc Uí, I think it was Páirc Uí, was this?
Páirc Uí, yeah.
So we're underway here. A perfect evening for Camogie, and Cork first to break away with Ashton Thompson. Drives the ball in, good direct ball, but knocked away by the Tipperary players. Picked up by number 13 for Cork, Fiona Keating, from the county champions, Cork City Rovers. Edges the ball a bit forward, but they put the centre back and lose it. Picked up then by Cork's number 12, that's Ciara O'Sullivan. Ciara bearing down in goal. Chance maybe for the opening score. Shot, and it's a goal. A great start for Cork. Less than a minute on in the game, and Ciara O'Sullivan with the opening goal. Tipperary will be disappointed with that, really.
We'll be disappointed with that. Just a ball spilled around the centre back area there, and a very quick solo run by Ciara O'Sullivan there.
The ideal start for Cork as the Tipperary goalkeeper Kiva Buck takes the puck out. Gone out over the line, and it's a line ball for Tipperary. The referee for this evening's game is
Aaron Hogg.
I don't know where he's from, Kitty, I don't know. It's an unusual name.
The county is not on the programme, but not sure.
We'll find that out. So the line ball will be taken by the Emer McGrath across the field, where Cork's in the back door. Tracy doesn't get to it. Picked up by the Tipperary number 10, and that's Erin Friday. Still very early stages of the smash. Cork's in the back, that's Laura Tracy, gets her hands on the ball. Picked up a couple of minutes. She's penalised there for carrying by the referee Aaron Hodge. And a chance for, I presume, Caught Van will be the Tipperary free taker.
Yeah, Caught's going really well on frees for the last couple of years, so I'd say definitely Caught to be on all the frees tonight.
Yeah, he's a fine player though, Philly. I mean, she's more than just a free taker.
She's knocking up a lot of points in play this during the Littlewoods League as well, yeah.
So this should give Tipperary the ups. No, they're playing with a slight breeze. It mightn't have a whole lot of bearing on the match, but certainly from the tricolour to our right appears to be favouring Coit as she strikes this one. And true to form, that's gone over the bar. So Tipperary open their account after 2 minutes. Caught Divine with the point. So Cork a goal, Tipperary 1 point. Ciara O'Sullivan with the Cork goal. So another point to add to Coit's impressive tally throughout the season. As the puck out comes up towards Cork, Fiona Keating in a battle there. I can't see the number of the Tipperary back. It looks like
Karen Kendi.
Yeah.
Tip centre back and recent All-Star. It's January there.
Good crossfield ball here by Tipperary. They're turning up the volume here, the technician, as the Laura Hayes for Cork drives the ball long. Down towards Amy O'Connor. Amy's pace should get it. As she looks up, she has Linda Collins inside in her own. Pass wasn't the best, but it gets to Linda. Doesn't control it at the first attempt. Amy gets back on it. Doesn't get it. Linda doesn't get it. And eventually the Tipperary number 8, that's Sarah Friday. Comes in, drives past one tackle, sends it out to her midfield part to Roisin Howard. Howard takes a couple of steps. And this obsession with hand passing by hurlers and camogie players continues. It comes to Sarah Friday in the middle of the field. Good strong run by the Tipperary player. Strikes it off the left hand side, but that's going to drop into the goal. Amy Lee should be able to deal with that. And she does. Clears the ball out there to a couple of chances to Cork backs. 2 of the 3 players that lined out in the ladies football final last night, shall we say, commiserations to the team there, are not playing. Hannah Looney and Maeve Callahan, but Libby Coppinger is playing. She's laying on the full back, and here comes Ciara O'Sullivan again. Sorry, this is Chloe Sigerson. Sigerson with a shot. Good save by the Tipperary
keeper
goal.
there.
Out towards Amy O'Connor. Amy slips.
Cork using their speed and up front, aren't they, Finbar?
And that's a bad wide though by the Cork number 12 there, Ciara O'Sullivan. She got the goal early on. She drives that one wide. Good save by the goalkeeper because Chloe went for it.
Arena Friday winning the midfield there, have the puck out.
And then Laura Hayes gaining possession, driving the ball along. It's good to see that. And it's Linda Collins, the Cork captain. We have to stretch a bit. Can she keep it in? She should do. She does. Very close to the sideline, looking up for an option. Swings it across the field. Tipperary there outnumbered the Cork corner forward, Fiona Keating, and they clear the ball again to their midfielder, Roisin Howard. Looks up, delivers the ball in, but I think the Cork backs will be able to deal with it all. Well caught. Comes to Laura Tracy. That's Aisling Thompson, Milford, former Cork All-Ireland winning captain.
Great block there by...
Yeah. Good work by the Tiff
Nicole
back.
Walsh. Pass goes astray. A lot of steps there.
Yeah.
Got away with it.
Yeah, he pinged the other girl for it earlier and she seemed to take less, but Thompson in possession, flings it in towards Linda Collins. Should get there. Now what will she do? Will she try for a point to look around at an option? She turns, swings it onto her right hand side, strikes it in, and that's gone wide. Difficult angle, maybe the option might have been better to fling it across the goal. Stop and play there for an injury to one of the... Oh, is it? No, not sure. Todd? Yeah, I think Rora's been in the wars lately.
I think Cork have pulled out Fiona Keaton from the 13. Bert out's the centre forward. Bert, have they?
Have they? Yeah, they're playing 2 inside maybe. A puck out going astray. Picked up by Aoife McGrath for Tipperary. Good play though. Tipperary, they're working hard. Nice flick on there by the left half forward,
Emer McGrath.
And it's gone out over the line. I just wonder, what is Tips group in the championship? I can't recall it, to be honest.
We're in with Offaly and Limerick, and I can't recall the third team, but...
fancy your chances coming out of that.
Fancy your chances coming the top 2, yeah.
So Tipperary on the attack with their midfielder, Sarah Friday. Looked to be held by Laura Tracy. Referee allowed play develop. Good flow to the game so far. Picked up box number 20 there, that's Izzy O'Regan, who going takes a shot, and that's a good score. Point, 6 minutes gone. Here in Páirc Uí Rinn in this Munster Championship semi-final, Izzy O'Regan with the score. Number 20. Slipping it over the bar, and the puck 1-1 to Cork, 1 point to Tipperary. As the Cork number 2 there, Libby Coppinger, got a fine goal in that ladies' football final last night. Gives it to Laura Tracy, strikes it down this way, but the Cork, Linda Collins, has gone in the opposite direction. An easy clearance for Tipperary. I think that's the number 2, Julianne Burke. Drops the ball, sloppy play. 2 Cork players converge on her. And looking at the flags across there now, Philly, the wind appears to be blowing with Cork.
With Cork, yeah.
But I don't think
Just,
it's such a major
Julianne
fact.
Burke changed her mind last minute there.
Yeah.
Just thought about passing to Nicole Walsh at the last minute.
Scrappy period to play, but that looks like a free. It is a foul there by Cork's Fiona Keating, and the left half back is Aoife McGrath coming across to take this.
So
Tipperary lost one of their dual players with a cruciate injury, a ladies footballer.
Ashley Maloney, who played Camogie last year, has cruciate,
Yeah.
And,
Unfortunate this time of the year. Any time to get it and rule her out.
It's out for the season,
Out for the season, yeah. Long delivery in, sun in the eyes of the Cork backs and Tipperary forwards, but the Cork backs clean it up. And they send it out here to the left half forward. That's Ciara O'Sullivan. Ciara slips past one player. Gives it to Aisling Thompson. In here towards Amy O'Connor. Good control by Amy. Oh, lovely control. Now, she has the pace to get away from her player. This could result in another score for Cork. What will she do? She tips this. Oh, that's a quality goal. That is a quality goal by Amy O'Connor.
Amy O'Connor used her pace well there to come right along the end line and finish the goal with a Henry Shefflin type over the head tap in, yeah?
Well, I'd like to say a Patrick Horgan tap in.
Shane Dowling, there's a couple of guys that done it, yeah.
But of course, when you do that, it's impossible to be blocked. And that's
there's no
the key
hooking,
to that.
yeah.
No hooking.
Yeah.
But the key to that, Philly, was the way she controlled the ball on the far side of the field.
Oh, from the
it
long
gave her the
thing,
time
yeah.
and space to do what she did. Good score. A good start for Cork. 8 minutes gone. Cork 2-1. Tipperary 1 point. Cork dominant all over the field at the minute. Thompson hitting a lot of ball. And again, this goes in towards the captain, Linda Collins. Looks up, gives it to Katrina Mackey. Mackey, another pacey player, into Fiona Keating. And he's pinged her for a hand pass. And I look at Paddy getting excited on the far side of the field.
Tip will be happy with that call by the referee because Fiona Keating was true.
Yeah, it's a chance possibly for a third Cork goal there.
But Cork using their pace well in the full forward line with Linda Collins and Amy O'Connor running at them. It's a Tip finding hard to cope with that, yeah?
Yeah, it looks that way. And Cork are playing a bit more direct than the last time I saw them playing. Linda Miller comes alongside us here. We saw them playing above against Waterford. They're a bit more direct tonight, Linda.
Yeah, certainly the last couple of games that they've played, they seem to have gone far more direct than historically.
Yeah, it's a nice word.
They're leaving it fast.
Yeah.
Go around the defence, so they go a lot quicker. It was typically around the defence they were being dispossessed in the past.
Chance here for Tipperary. Not sure who took it, but it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. So that's Tipperary.
Mairead Evanson's long range effort there.
A couple of strange names in that team. Philly Fridays and Evanston. They're very unusual Tipperary names.
They're not Cork names, no.
Yeah, they're certainly.
You're more used to Ryans, Mars and Dwyers, are you?
No, it's true, yeah. Slight break in play. I think it's a Tipperary player down injured. A chance maybe to, of course, Limerick defeated Waterford. Was it Waterford they defeated last night?
Last night, yeah.
So. But this championship wasn't completed last year, like lots of teams. And I suppose Tipperary were unlucky last year. They got to the league final and
very disappointed with how the league has gone for the last 2 years. In the final last year and this year, 2 late goals from Kilkenny. So the league has slipped away from them for 2 years now. So.
And 2 games would have finished last year. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Laura Tracy in possession, back to Laura Hayes. Certainly these two have played a lot of ball in the early stages of this match. Good ball up to, I think that's Izzy O'Regan now. Yeah, it is. Good back at Aisling Thompson. Thompson strikes off the left arm. Quality score by Aisling Thompson. And certainly Cork.
I suppose a bit like the Páirc Uí Rinn match, Cork are dominating down the centre, aren't they, a lot in this game?
Yeah.
Like our league game
I didn't
earlier
see
this
that
year.
game, but certainly as Linda said there, they're moving the ball fairly quickly and getting it into the pacey forwards like Amy and Fiona Keating inside. As Tip come on the attack now.
Big long ball into Emer Heffernan. Off you go, Emer. Pull back.
Yeah, he's given the free. He had a hand up in fairness. And I was trying to find out what county that referee is from. It's amazing. I presume he's a Munster ref. Linda, have you come across this ref before? Yeah.
I was looking at him coming across the pitch.
Yeah. You do know one of the linesmen is Andrew Larkin. I'm not sure who the other girl on the far side is. This is Kite Devan. This should be simple enough score. And it Julie is, and Tip needed that score. 12 minutes gone, they hadn't scored in 10 minutes, and I suppose they could do the score from play, kind of settle into the game. Phil.
Yeah. Tip not finding the spare player like Cork are, and also just having to.
Giving another free to Tip.
I think when the Corker lost sight of the ball there, she gave a little tug to the Tipperary player when she didn't know where the ball had gone. So,
of course, the game has improved with more physical contact in the last couple of years.
Smokey's been very good this year, I think.
I saw the Cork Galway. I didn't see the league final. I have it on tape, but I didn't look at it yet. But by all accounts, a cracking game. So the number 12, Emer McGrath, long delivery in towards the goal, dropping around, and again, Laura Tracy. No, that's Libby Coppinger. Libby back to the number 17. The number 17 is Ellen Murphy. Back to Amy Lee. Good work out by Cork. Got the ball out neatly.
Playing it out of defence, aren't they?
Yeah, very good play. Chloe Sigerson gone out over the side, and a sideline cut to Cork. And I think Laura Hayes is a hurley up. I think he's been a bit ambitious there, now looking for that pass there. And it's Chloe Sigerson with the line cut. Not the best.
Cork tactically moving their half-forward line out towards midfield, creating huge space inside, isn't it?
And I suppose when you have the pace inside that, here come Tip now on the attack. Good pass inside. And it didn't go to hand. Nicole Walsh.
Through,
yeah. And the ref was giving a free out. Danger there for Cork.
Even new goalkeeper this year, or did Amy play last year, or had you Aoife Murray last year?
No, Aoife retired 2 years ago.
So you have Amy Lee
was in goal last year, yeah.
Right.
In the Páirc club in Cork. And has done quite well, to be fair. It's not easy taking over from a player of Aoife's quality and the leadership she brought to the team. Nicole Walsh in possession.
Is this your first year without Jim O'Connor as well? Also,
Jim retired at the back end of last year. Given the multiple of honours, I suppose another one going to make much difference to her legacy as Cork. Playing the ball around neatly now, and again Laura Tracy in possession. Look to be foul, referee alone advantage. Gives the ball to Katrina Mackey. Mackey drives it in here. Amy O'Connor behind her player. Well done by the Tipperary corner back. Or is it the full back? Yeah, it is the full-back actually, Mary Ryan from, I presume that's Moneygall, not
Moneygall, yeah, on the Offaly border, yeah.
Yeah, they left out the Y.
The village of Barack Obama's heritage.
Obama, yeah, he's tuned in tonight actually.
He's watching, yeah.
So the free taken by Aoife McGrath, not the best. Laura Tracy
meant for Caught Devan, but dropped short. Cork playing really deep and passing the ball about.
Yeah, and great catch by Linda Collins. Playing a bit of advantage here, but the referee, Chloe Sigerson, surely if that goes over, it's a great point. That's a great score by Chloe Sigerson. And you credit the referee there now. He could have blown, but he had his hand up for the advantage. But he left play developed a good score by Cork's Chloe Sigerson. At the water break here, Cork 2 goals and 3 points, Tipperary 2 points, and all Cork scores come from play for you, so they'll be happy enough with the opening 15 minutes.
Yeah, and it's right down the centre that for the first little spilled ball from Tipperary to create the first goal, and then the second goal with again using their speed. So of Amy O'Connor down towards the end line. Yeah. So it's Cork's pace that's given Tip problems at the back, isn't it?
And then Laura Tracy is dominant at centre back. Aisling Thompson's picking up the ball in the middle of the field, and you say the delivery into the full forward line is quite good.
Yeah, and as you said, Cork have changed from dropping the hurley and using the hand pass and under the old rules to giving very good long hurley passes tonight, and it seems to be working for them.
Yeah, Tip haven't settled in though, and maybe that's because Cork have been much better.
Yeah, Tip have tried some long passes into the corners, but the Cork players have read them, and just Tip haven't finessed the ball to the forwards at all so far, but hopefully things will change.
Yeah, well, I mean, from a spectacle point of view, we'd like to see a good competitive match, and Tip would be anxious to get maybe Kite Devine onto the game. She hasn't she hasn't really figured in the play as the game has developed.
Yeah, and Tip don't seem to have the same energy they had to try as they had in the league semi-final when they came out against Kilkenny and blitzed them in the first water break, and they don't have the same energy tonight. But I suppose it is Munster Championship and managements are trying out things.
Yeah, well, of course, we should point out, of course, that the Munster Championship has no bearing on the All-Ireland Championship. It's a totally different competition, and in many respects to both the counties involved in the Munster Championship, using this as preparatory work for the
All-Ireland. Exactly, and trying out new tactics possibly.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So we just have to...
So lovely evening in Páirc Uí Rinn. It's hard to know what way the wind is blowing, Finbar.
Yeah, the flag appears to be supporting Cork now. So the other aspect for it is good to see people at the match.
Oh yeah, yeah. So there was tickets available for tonight's match, which is great for family members and supporters as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and we missed a bit of banter between the crowd, and I was at a junior football match there last week, and I could hear fellas giving over about the referee, which I haven't heard in a long time. I'd be giving over about the referees myself, I might add, no, but spectators at Charleville and Kilmackie we were playing, and one crowd weren't happy with the referee, and they were giving out to him, and I said to the guys alongside me, God, we haven't heard that in nearly 12 months, you know?
Yeah, there was echoes in the GA stadiums, wasn't there?
Nah, it's just a pity there's not more here. I mean, look, we all know what the country has gone through in the world for that matter, but it's a shame that given the...
Páirc Uí Rinn could cope at 500 surely, yeah?
Easily, yeah. And even Thurles today, I was in Thurles at the Thurles match, 200 people. Anyway, poor puck out by Tipperary, comes to Amy O'Connor. What would she do? Would she go for a goal? Well, she didn't go for nothing. That was a poor effort out of Amy.
Another short clearance. It works out this time, does it? No, it's spilled again by Tipperary.
Comes back to Amy O'Connor. She surely go for a goal here. Oh,
great
great
save by Caoimhe Burke.
Well, that's an excellent. Now, first of all, great save by the goalkeeper. But Amy will be disappointed with both efforts. The first one, she went for a point and it barely reached the target. Second one, she went for a goal, but Caoimhe got down well and a good save by the goalkeeper.
I thought it was a very good save because a low hopping ball to one side is the shot this time in summer. So an excellent save by Caoimhe Burke.
That's the danger, of course, with the short puck out. If it breaks down, you could find yourself
in punished. Yeah, punished. Yeah.
So the 60 or the 45, and it's Katrina Mackey to take this chance maybe to extend Cork's advantage just after the water break. And she duly does that, so Tipperary are punished in that respect with Katrina Mackey.
45.
Of course, her sister Pamela opting out this year for a number of reasons, and hopefully she'll be back.
A defender, was she? Yeah,
she just taken a year out. So here come Tipperary. Ref is playing advantage. Maybe he'd have been better off let that develop now, because Cát Devine was ahead of Libby Carpenter and she would have won the race for it and maybe get a chance to get a score from play. Instead now, it's a free for Tipperary back here.
Possibly he'll give it to where it lands, maybe it might be.
No, I think to be fair to him now, he had his hand up, signalling that he was playing advantage. So Cát is coming out to take it, and she had a better chance from in there. She might still score from here now, mind you.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against Cát scoring from here now.
Yeah.
What's your view on the slitters in hurling and camogie? Should they be heavier?
It's a pleasure to see him playing with a white ball.
Yeah.
I was watching we'll talk about that in a minute. Kate Devine, this is going in and it's going to drop over the bar, I think. It is.
Great point from Cát Devine from a long way out from midfield, exactly halfway line, I think.
Yeah, bang on the halfway line. But personally, I think the yellow slitter is absolutely awful to watch, and I was in Thurles today and you could hear the thud off it, and I was on to Patrick Horgan during the week, and he's not a bit happy with it. He thinks it's totally different. Whatever it is totally different to the white slitter. Limerick and Galway and Dublin played under 21 the other night and just used it the white slitter. So, beggars belief. Anyway, Cork on the attack again. That delivery from Laura Hayes over towards Linda Collins. Will she get there? She will. Gets it up as well. Looking around for an option. Back to the Chloe Sigerson. Gets it at the second attempt. She'll hardly go for a point from there. Slowly looking for an option. Gives it in towards the 13th Fiona Keating. Keating off her left hand. That looks strange as the pucks, but it's gone over the bar. Good score from Fiona Keating.
We've seen Fiona Keating's backhand style in many minor matches there, and she scored a lot of points against us. So underage over the years with that unusual style.
Yeah, she was under a bit of pressure there, and she still got the puck away. A good score. 2-5 to 3 points now for Cork, as Tipperary trying to build a bit of momentum. But again, the Cork backs in control. Aisling Thompson picking up the pass. Again, the long delivery. Kind of Bit of a misjudgment by Amy O'Connor, but it's Tipperary. That's the full-back, I think, coming out with the ball. Mary Ryan. No, sorry, it's the cornerback. It's
No, it's Mary Ryan. No, it's Mary Ryan.
No, sorry, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball spilled. The chance for Tip. No.
Good recovery by Saoirse McCarthy to Ellen Murphy towards Chloe Sigerson. Bit of a tussle over there. Hard to make out the Tipperary numbers. Philly, you have to take.
There's Mairead Evison there that was tackling the Cork.
And they win a line ball. Line ball for Tipperary, just in front of their own dugout.
So we have Mairead Evison in the white helmet and Sarah Friday in the yellow helmet there challenging the Cork player.
So another opportunity maybe for Tipperary to get a score. They haven't scored from play yet, which would be
Tip have brought their corner forward. Emer Heffernan out towards the centre to help around midfield there.
someone sending in a message here now saying that the camera hasn't moved from the centre of the field since the water break. All we can see is the Tip mentors. So lads, if you're listening, move the cameras. And he gives the thumb up. That came in from Sandra Cochran. So I got distracted there. So it's yeah.
Tipperary's logo was blocking the score. I was trying to fix it. I didn't realise.
Okay, we'll explain that. The Tipperary logo was blocking the score. They were trying to fix it, so it's sorted. Okay, Sandra, enjoy the rest of the match. Free to Cork. Up into the far side of the field, Amy O'Connor. And when I say the far side of the field, she's right under the floodlights. Over there near the boarding, the Manor Road, and a bit of a tip. It actually looks like
Aoife McGrath coming out with the ball and wins a free.
Yeah.
Well won by co-captain Aoife McGrath, whose sister Emer McGrath is playing up front for
Oh, very good.
cousins of Noel and John McGrath.
Famous Tipperary name, the McGraths. Not this is co-captain, something I don't agree with, but
And
You're
there's
right, you're right,
Emer
Rick.
McGrath now, the second McGrath.
good ball across here. And that looked like a free,
Whoa.
yeah.
Surely
Bit of a
tip
needless
free.
foul there now by the Cork.
Well
Think it's-
won by Emer Heffernan, got out front, I suppose, gives
Yeah.
you control of the ball,
It
doesn't it?
does indeed, yeah. And this should be
Expecting-
the foul.
Expecting Cardivan to take this one. All tip scores coming from free so far, 3 Cardivan
Yeah,
free.
that would
So
be concerning after 21 minutes to play. You know, the foul was committed by number 18. That is Aoife O'Neill. So Cardivan should. The fact that she got one from the middle of the field the last time, she should definitely register this one.
slightly more difficult angle.
Free tackles for Caliber rarely miss. No, that's gone in. That's a point, yeah.
Point, just sneaked
22,
inside, yeah. A 4th point for Tip and a 4th free for Cardivan.
Yeah, that would be a concern, Philly, not scoring from play.
Tip,
Cork on the-
Mairead Zevison playing from in front that time to puck out, and Cork player getting in front.
Katrina Mackey gives it in. Poor puck, but it could work out. Number 20 for Cork. Izzy O'Regan.
A
Good
great save by Cueva Burke.
Yeah.
She came forward and covered the space well with her body.
Yeah, Cork have created several goal chances this match. Philly,
They
but
have.
Tip-
They're going for the
be
juggler,
wor-
really, aren't they?
Be worried for Tip. As the ball goes up towards the left half forward, Eamon McGrath getting there ahead of Laura Tracy, looking around for options. Tries the short pass, doesn't work, might work out though. Chance maybe for Tip's opening score from play. It is. It's
Grace
gone up.
O'Brien.
Grace O'Brien.
Grace
good
O'Brien
score.
from Nina scores some play there. So all started with a great body save by Cueva Burke. What looked like a certain Cork goal, yeah.
Yeah. And at the other end, score for Tip. So that makes it 2-5 now to 5 points. Is Tipperary kind of coming a bit more into the game the last few minutes? They're in possession with midfielder Roisin Howard, but
They're
Aoife
starting to
O'Neill-
they're starting to play more from in front now, and
yeah.
not a player loose here.
No.
That is
He
caught the
didn't
man.
give a free for the hand pass there, and it was as bad as any of the ones I've seen at the other end. But he's given a free into Tipperary now. And again, certainly Aoife O'Neill has been caught there for that. She should have cleared that ball, and she didn't. And maybe will Cork go for it? Think about going for the goal. The referee is. No, he's just given a tick, I think. I presume she'd be content to take her point.
Say she'll take her point, yeah.
Yeah.
But Tip getting a bit more in front
Coming a bit
since
more
the water
into the
break
game,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely had the same buzz about them for the first quarter of an hour as they had against Kilkenny.
Yeah, maybe a reaction to the way they lost that match. You never
I'd
know.
say they were very
She goes
disappointed.
for the goal.
She goes for goal and
Oh, it's gone out for a 65. Who
saved.
blocked it in the-
So
I'm not
yellow
sure.
helmet and
It's Ellen Murphy, is it? So, she'll hardly go for a goal from this one, Philly.
no, unlikely. But Caught has a great record from 45s.
Of course, we forget that. Hurling Camogie, that's the one differential. It's 65 in hurling, it's 45 in Camogie. And what the linesman is doing out there, it's the umpire, it's good enough to see it. Yeah, no problem to play. So 25 minutes gone, and Tipperary now have got the last three scores.
Yeah.
So they still trail though, 2-5 to 6 points. And Cork just could do maybe to get back into the game, or here come Tipperary again now with their midfielder.
Centre back Karen Kennedy.
Out to the number
Arena
10.
Friday.
That's another score, lovely
from
score.
Tip.
Yeah,
Arena Friday.
yeah.
Knockavella scoring that one from play. Long Ranger. So
That's 4 in a row now, and all of a
11-7
sudden,
is more respectable.
yeah, they're back in the
Finbar.
game. And winning the puck out now around the Cork half.
And starting to
forward
play
line.
from in front now, which is much better.
Danger here now. Good catch. I wonder the hand
Three
passing.
Cork girls on it there.
Ashling Thompson back there helping out. Tip have it though.
Need to feed it back out, and they do to Nicole Walsh.
Difficult angle. Good score though.
Good score.
Yeah, good score.
And Tip doing the sensible thing there. Grace O'Brien feeding it back out to Nicole Walsh, who was outside the 21 for a better angle.
Yeah, lovely score.
But
Good awareness of what was on rather than go
Good.
for a shot from difficult angle.
good high ball won by Emer Heffernan, our tall corner forward there for the first long ball that went in. Might be an option for later in the game to feed Emer in more ball.
Yeah. Amy Lee with the puck out. Linda Collins underneath it, gets it. And a crazy looking pass with Tipperary into the left corner back. Emer Lockman driving it down, and that's
Caught Van first the ball.
getting her ahead of Libby Covender. Looking for an option, good ball across the field.
Won by Tipperary's dual player Roisin Howard.
Still has it.
Feeds it across to Sarah Friday. Sarah Friday
Yeah, half blocked.
half
out.
blocked, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, good working
Cork
out
passing it
by
out
Cork.
defence. And Spilt and Tip had a chance to win it back, and they do.
They do. Number 10.
Marina Friday going for another long range point.
It's gone over the bar as well.
Scores it again. 2 long range points, Marina Friday. Should be happy with that. Also scored 2 long rangers in the league in Páirc Uí Rinn, so
And Cork were disappointed. They had chances to clear that and they didn't. So that's.
I think Tip have upped their effort at marking Cork a bit closer in this quarter.
They've got the last 6 points now, and 4 of them have come from play, so they're really enjoying a good spell. Only 2 points behind now. Haven't been 2 goals.
We've limited the ball into your fast full forward, and also Ashling Thompson using the body there to barge, and ref judging it that way anyway. Hits away the ball. Ref bringing the ball forward,
This is probably another point for Tip.
which might put it within range for Caught.
And the other aspect, of course, is Tip have 9 scores, Cork have 7.
And Tip starting to score for 4 points in play now, which is,
Yeah, that's right.
as you said, Finbar, didn't happen in the first, up to the first water break. We
80
had all
minutes, yeah. 80 minutes.
no score from play.
23 minutes before Tip scored from play. So, 28 minutes gone, probably about 3 minutes left, maybe a minute for injury time. This one is going there, that's going to the right and it's going wide. It's a rare miss. Only the second wide of the match for Tipperary. Cork have also 2. So certainly those 2 Cork goals in the opening 8 minutes have cushioned them against Tipperary's comeback in this first half. And Cork working the ball out. This time they go long. Linda Collins grabs it. Good catch it is too. Cork could do the score. Gives the pass to Fiona Keating.
Keating, who likes to slap it
And
off
with
her
that
left.
unusual swing of hers, sends it over the bar. Good score. That's for Cork's first score in 10 minutes. So,
So a goal between them again, Finbar.
yeah, 2-6 to 9. And in that period, Tip scored 6 points. Back towards Cork's number 17, that's Ellen Murphy. Libby Coppinger.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going back to. They're not playing as direct as they were in the opening quarter, and it's got them into trouble. To be fair to Tip, they got a few points out of it. When did the play go there now? I mean, Ashton Thompson did get a nick at the hurley, but she didn't even react. She kept running if she was going to deliver the ball and stops the flow of the game. 29 and a half minutes gone. So it's Laura Hayes is taking this, I think.
Cork still trying to pull out her half back line.
Plenty of room in front of the
Keep
goal.
the room in front of the and a low ball and stuff. And Tip starting to play from in front seems to work for Tip now in the last few minutes.
They got the signals mixed up there, I'd say, between Linda Collins and the. Cock ball. So Linda Collins
Picked out by Emer Lookman from Tenoti there. And
What was
playing
that?
it back, and maybe Roshan Howard might make this.
Laura Tracy. Oh, good play by Laura Tracy. Good delivery. Chance maybe for Amy O'Connor to close out the first half scoring. Will she get there? She does eventually. No. Practically in an impossible position. Gives it back to Chloe Sigerson. Sigerson rounding her player. Chance maybe for another score for Cork. Close out the first half. Good pass in. No, well, the idea was right. The pass.
Well read by Mairead Evison.
Yeah. Pass gift. We already know to the 32nd minute as Tip come on the attack trying
Nicole
to.
Walsh coming deep for Tipperary and passes the long ball up to Emer Heffernan. Emer Heffernan might have the strength to go around her player here. And she has.
Got her own.
Oh. So
Well, that was. And there go. I think no, he's not.
good play by Emer Heffernan to round her player, but just
Yeah, she got around it easy enough.
Wait.
You know.
hit the side netting though.
Yeah.
Chance for goal, all right, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was a chance for goal. She'd be disappointed that she maybe should have.
A goal there would have levelled the match, I suppose.
Yeah. So now Laura Tracy once again in the wars. And that's probably the wrong word, but she's injured anyway. So we should be at the half-time whistle shortly. We're in 32 minutes. And Tipperary will be happier with the second half of the first half, won't they, Philly? I mean, they
Yeah.
outscored Cork by 6 points to 1.
Back within the score now, yeah.
In the score, yeah.
And a side netting there, to
Yeah.
a goal there would have levelled it. It was a similar run to Amy O'Connor's. If maybe she took another
Yeah.
step or two and did a Pat Horgan, as you called it.
So, bit of a delay now. I don't know what the problem with Laura is, maybe. Doesn't seem to be too much of an issue, but David Niblock, the physio there, and the
I
referee.
don't think the wind is going to affect this match too much. It's
Probably
very,
not, no.
it's died down a lot now. The flag isn't moving at all.
No. That's a perfect evening for it. It's great to see it's been played in stadiums like this. You know, the good surface, pitch here is an immaculate. All credit to the ground staff. This is the third match here today. 2 junior championship games, one at 12 and one at 3, and there was one here last night. So it's great to see. Once again, the hand pass breaks down, and Tipperary have it in their right half back.
Mairead Evison to Grace O'Brien.
Ellen Murphy looks like she's going to get there before anyone. Gives it back to Libby Coppinger. That's the final act of the first half. And so half time here in the Munster Senior Camogie semi-final in Páirc Uí Rinn. It's Cork 2-6, Tipperary 9 points. We'll take a break and back in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Very good. Yeah. Right.
Nice, lively medals.
Huh? All right. Right then. Yeah. I suppose you can't. It's going to have it, isn't it? Yeah. It's happening for you. Yeah, I suppose it's
How many Jewel have you? Hannah, Libby.
We're back live, Phil. We're back live. And we await the arrival of, both teams are coming out now, and I must send my thanks to my good friend Matt O'Callaghan from Limerick. He tells me that the referee, Aaron Hodge, is from Clare. Matt, I look forward to meeting you next Saturday night at the Gaelic Grounds for the Cork versus Limerick match. And I believe Linda Melrick tells us that the final of this competition is on next Saturday night at the same time as Cork and Limerick in hurling.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy is one word.
If Cork win here today, Limerick are already through, so
Yeah,
it's a Cork Limerick double.
doesn't make sense.
Limerick
Really.
venues, it's
Do you
the
think?
time.
Do you think the GA will change?
They should really.
They should, yeah. They should, yeah. Yeah, both.
Ladies
But
first.
That's what baffles me at times, that the Ladies Association, both hurling and football, or Camogian football, don't help themselves by some of their scheduling.
I don't know what the reason
I mean, everybody is looking forward to Cork and Limerick next Saturday night, and to put the finals competition on at the same time. Anyway, we'll deal with that later on. Is Tipperary first to break away from
Arena
Detroit?
Friday.
Crossfield ball here
Arena Friday, brought down by Sarah Friday.
on a Sunday. And it's not going to make the line, it will know though. That looked to me, Philly, to be a Tipperary ball.
Yeah, I
because
thought number 10 kicked it out. And
yeah, but to be fair, the Lions person, and I don't know the girl's name, was right there, and she was emphatic. That's what Cork. Cork take it back to number 21 and nearly caught, but if that goes over the bar at some point, that is an absolutely superb score by Saoirse McCarthy. Quick thinking, I'm not sure who took the line ball. I think it was Chloe Sigerson. But
Chloe Sigerson, yeah.
Saoirse McCarthy drilled that one over the bar for a lovely score. So it's now Cork 2-7.
a long puck out from Tip and
9
falls to Emer
points.
McGrath. Emer getting a low ball into Emer Heffern, and Emer Heffern has taken on our player again. And blocked this time for a 45. So,
Good play by the full forward, and neatly good play by Libby Coppinger to avert the danger.
Emer
65.
Heffern winning all the long balls into that corner, so it's good,
Yeah,
good for Tip.
they've got on top there in that area of the field, and the 10 minutes coming up to half time, they troubled the Cork full back line. And we should take into account that Libby played a full match last night in Croke Park in the ladies' football final.
Soccer, was it?
The ladies'
The ladies'
football,
football final.
yeah. Here, I'm finished with it. I give him my drink to
Caught
Eddie
the
May.
man with the 45.
And she duly sends it over the
Drilled
bar
over
for another
there,
score.
so back to a 3-point game.
So that's her second 45 that she's converted, to be fair. And here come Cork. Pass wasn't the best. I think that comes to Ciara O'Sullivan, who hasn't really featured since she got the goal, to be fair.
Well robbed by Aoife McGrath there.
Yeah.
And Mary Ryan tosses on the ground now.
Referee would probably throw this ball in, yeah. That's what generally happens
Yeah.
in both hurling and camogie when there was no sign of it developing. So the clash ball is between Linda Collins and I'm not sure it's
Aoife McGrath.
Aoife McGrath. Linda gets the better of it, slips away from a couple of tackles, trying to get it back towards Aisling Thompson, but Tipperary have it.
Well won by Roisin Howard.
Good play.
Roisin Howard
Yeah,
crosses
very
to
good
the
play.
centre back Karen Kendi. Karen Kendi goes to the wing to
Saoirse McCarthy gets there ahead of two Tipperary players, coming out with the ball. Under a bit of pressure, still there though. Good scoop back to Libby Coppinger. Libby gets it to
Aisling Thompson in the middle.
Thompson, long delivery.
well knocked down by Mary Ryan.
Yeah, batted away by the tip backs.
And a good kick out from Aoife McCarthy using her football skills there. Plays football for Thurles Sarsfields.
Didn't know they played football in Tipperary.
They do.
They do. We found out to our costing last November down Páirc Uí Rinn. Anyway.
Emer McGrath robbed there.
Yeah, good play by the referee now. He shouldn't bring it back now. Katrina Mackey has possession. Going on one of these famous solo runs. Drives the ball in. Again, a bit of a mix-up. But
Oh, well read by Mary Ryan. Tip full-back who gets a
and
tip.
again, the referee blows. And then he left the play go on.
No, you're
Which-
allowed to take a free from if
Oh,
you're
that's
the new
right.
rule, yeah?
Yeah,
Inside
right,
your 45 from the hand, yeah.
Yeah, good play.
Oh, well, bit of a pull there. How did the referee let that go off?
Stop, Philly. That was a fair
Across
tackle.
the leg. No ball. Tip player limping.
Cork people don't do that. Anyway,
You see, there's a development of a Cork score.
Linda Collins being outnumbered there by two Tipperary back, but she still managed to get her hands to it. Referee's given a free, he's playing advantage. It's a free to Cork. And my apologies there, I had forgotten about that rule, but it was great play out of Tipperary.
They copped the new rule there, yeah, they gave a quick free.
I was about the referee stopping the play, but then I had forgotten about the rule, and good play out of the Tipperary player to clear it.
I suppose that rule was brought in to speed up the game, wasn't it? The quick free out of defence, yeah.
I thought he gave a free to Cork, but he seems to be changing his mind now.
He had pointed towards the tip goal, all right.
Yeah, it appears to be a free out now.
It's a free out for Aoife McGrath.
So the free on the far side of the field. Cork back's trying
Caught Van wins it.
She seems to be brought out centre forward.
Tip centre back. Running through now. Karen Kennedy trying to open the Cork defence with a long run. Had
a free,
had an advantage there. So for the first time, Tip might get within 2 points of Cork.
Yeah, it's a chance. It's a difficult enough free, but a player of her quality should get this. I still can't figure out what happened up there. Maybe he must have changed his mind for some reason. But he had signalled the free into Cork. But anyway, we move on with the play. 36 minutes gone. Quite the van to take the free just in front of the Cork dugout. I expect this to go over the bar. Not her best strike, but it is gone over the bar. It's
gone over the bar. So Tip within 2 points now. 2-7 to 11.
So, let's do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And
8 points. She's after getting out of 11, I make it. Will that be right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 points out of 11. She's after scoring. 2 45s and the rest from frees. She hasn't scored from play yet. As the right half back, Maria Davison will take the sideline cut. Nice little chip.
Maria Davison from Drum, intercepted by
Saoirse McCarthy, Aisling Thompson. Good ball in towards Linda Collins and Amy O'Connor getting in one other's way there. Certainly, the Cork full forward in the
far more determined to stop Linda Collins and Amy O'Connor getting into their hand this half.
Yeah.
They did a lot of damage in the first 15 minutes.
Now Amy has possession. Snatched at it.
Free. Quick free to Emer McGrath.
And why does he stop that now if
he's booking a Cork player, I'd say, or tick.
There's the Cork's left half forward, Ciara O'Sullivan, and the yellow card. Didn't seem to be a whole lot in that, but she's after picking up a yellow card anyway. And the free to be taken by the left half back.
Aoife McGrath.
Yeah. On the side of the field. Looked like the player played the hurley, but he left the play develop. Libby Coppinger. Good pass across to Laura Tracy. Looking around for an option. Sends her out the side of the field. Fiona Keating. Chloe Sigerson across here towards no one really. Tipperary made a bit of a mess up, but they recover.
Just to say that Miriam Campion is on for Tip there, number 18.
Sub on the Tip team, so is it?
That's Miriam Campion there, 18. So we'll check who's off.
Cork win that one. Aisling Thompson, long delivery.
Half time,
too long though, is it?
Yeah. Oh, well won by the keeper. It's still challenging the keeper.
At Amy O'Connor, a chance for Amy to get a score. And she duly obliges, does she? She does. Good score by Amy O'Connor, I think. So Miriam Campion is on, is it you say, Phil?
Miriam Campion is on. I'm just checking who's gone off. It's not Emer McGrath.
Must be the half time, of course. Short puck out for Tipperary. Showing a Keating gaining possession. If she looks up now, maybe chance for Amy trying to control it. Does. Now she's going a solo run. She should have the beating at the fullback. Dangerous. Tap it over the bar now. And she lobs it in and she lobs it over the bar for another point. So
2 points in a row from Amy O'Connor using her pace there.
yeah, and that's a big plus for Cork. Once she gets a bit of space and gets away from a player, she has the ability to tap it over the bar, go for the goal, or create space for someone else. She's very dangerous around the goal. As we watch for the puck out, the goalkeeper, Quiva Burke. Good long one it is too, but the ref is giving a free out.
It's tip centre forward Nicole Walsh seems to be gone off, with Miriam Campion from Drum on.
Nicole Walsh.
Nicole Walsh.
No, the referee is giving a yellow card here now to, I think it's,
Emer McGrath.
yeah, I think so. And the Cork management were a bit irate at that. I reckon she pulled a bit high, but look, the ball was, shall we say the ball was in the vicinity? Will we say that, Philly?
Yeah, I just missed it there, just right in my programme.
Yeah, a bit like Arsene Wenger, we didn't see it.
But
So the
Cork
free-
stretching the lead there with 2 Amy O'Connor points.
Yeah.
Just when Tippa got close.
So Laura Hayes with the free again, in towards the goal. Tip knock it away. Don't, again, one of these little, I think it's going to be a throw-in ball actually by the referee.
Tip would be disappointed there because
Tip player
Marie
injured
Davison
though.
seemed to got a very
Yes.
heavy nudge in the back there. She rising the ball and no free, but now she's injured from it. I don't know, was it a knee or what she got in the back as she was rising it? And now she's down injured. Ref must have missed that one.
Yeah, so no, there's been kind of a stop-start to the second half. This microphone thing is hurting my ear, lads. Can we get better equipment? Here, he heard me, here he's up. You can't see anything here, Philly, why they pick up everything? Just small bit there, is that?
Is that better?
That's better. Problem solved by the technician. And it's a free or line ball, Philly. Say it's a free because
Free, yeah.
the way the players have gone back.
That's Katrina Mackey, is it?
Yeah, Katrina Mackey.
She's standing over it like a free.
Yeah, it's a free all right because the players have
Very
retreated
nasty
back.
sun, I'd say, in their eyes. The
Yeah.
Tip players on the line not liking it.
Oh, bat it out, bat it in, wide.
Right,
Just
okay.
wide, just wide.
A tricky one for the Tip defence,
Yeah.
and Cork could have capitalised.
Well, here's the value now of a great free taker. I mean, Cork for years had Orla Cotter, very, ever so reliable. And then I looked at the league semi-final and they missed a few chances from frees that you'd normally get. By comparison, Kate Devine has only missed one score.
Yeah,
You do
yeah.
need...
Keeping us in touch, yeah.
Yeah, you do need we saw how valuable Tony Kelly is to Clare. And the ref has pinged Katrina Mackey. And I think that's harsh, I must confess, because there was a couple in the first half that he didn't blow for and they were equally as bad. I thought that was a harsh call now.
I won't give an opinion there.
I know,
Very
Philly.
happy to get the free.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but give your opinion. So, Devine...
She had her back to us in the commentary box
Oh,
there,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it was very hard to see
We
what
let
kind
you-
of a throw it was.
Yeah, good man. Okay, so the throw is penalised and Kate Devine sends it over the
Caught
bar.
Devine a
Good
point
score.
down over the red spot in the
Yeah,
case of
very
Cork.
good score.
But the ref was very near to play there, Finbar.
Well,
Had a good view of it.
Yeah, well, he was equally near some of the ones he didn't give in the first half. But anyway,
Oh,
he's-
puck out straight to Emer McGrath. Tip. Tip of an overlap if she feeds it. Oh. Tip didn't offload in time there when there was a player loose.
well, he gave a free against, I think, Aisling Thompson in the first half or something
Oh, yeah,
similar.
it was,
so
similar. Yeah, it was the exact same, yeah.
Yeah.
So Cork free.
I think it's Chloe Sigerson who's coming across to take this. No, this is a long way out. This is on the 65, the opposite 65 to, we'd say it for Cork viewers, 65 facing the City end goal, but she's hitting it into the Blackrock end goal. 44 minutes gone, Cork 2-9, Tipperary 12 points. This is way up in the air. Don't think it's going to make it. It's not going to make it, no. It's gone out for wide. That's Cork's fourth wide. Tip have 3, yet to register 1 in the second half. So tempo's after dropping a bit, I think, Philly.
It is. Yeah. Both teams kind of marking each other a little closer now. Cork not getting the space they had at the start. But, ooh. Puck out there.
Yeah. Again, another one of these. With Tip come away with this one. Pass into the middle of the field to the right half forward. Arena Friday trying to get around. Well blocked out by Fiona Keating. Trying to knock it on towards Katrina Mackey.
Well won by Karen Kennedy, and she's on a long run. She loves these long runs. She needs to feed it across now.
Yeah, good score. Lovely score.
Good score by Tip centre back, Karen Kennedy, on a very long run from her own half.
Cork sub, yeah.
Water break also. So Tipperary still in touch. 2-9 to 13 points as we break for the water break.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's going off.
Hannah Looney is on.
Yeah.
So the footballer had got a break for quarters this match, and
Hannah Looney is coming on. Yeah.
Karen Kennedy.
Kira Sullivan. Okay. So. Yeah, Tip will come back.
Hannah Looney will hardly go wing forward, though, will she?
She might, though. She might. Yeah.
Have you got a 12 or 13 for Tip, guys?
You're on the camera.
Oh, Karen Kennedy. 13, yeah, 5
Sorry?
in play.
Who?
Karen Kennedy's, yeah, 1 for play, yeah.
Yeah. So it is Hannah Looney on the Cork team. Hannah also played in that football match last night. And I think Tip are bringing on a sub as well, Philly, because I see a Tip official coming out there handing the linesman the slip. So you might keep your eye on that one for us. As Hannah Looney comes in for...
Looks like...
This girl over here, is it? The red helmet, is it? Yeah. Stretching her calf. So Tip of a sub on as well. 45 minutes gone. We'll work out who the Tip sub is.
I can't get the number, there's red helmet, so...
Yeah. Short puck out to Libby Coppinger. No, she's in...
Corinne Blair's on. Corinne Blair Cashel is on. 17.
Corinne Blair, okay, we'll have to work out. Corinne Blair on for Tipperary. We just have to work out to see who's gone off. Yeah, they should really be someone. And Tip now trailed by 2 points, still in possession over on the far side of the field. Delivered across, Laura Tracy appears to be there, bats it down. Tip get it though, or do they?
And the sub, Corinne Blair, is on a run.
Yeah, she has it. Number 17 on there for Tip. Looking around for an option, gives it back here to the right half forward, Arena Friday. To Páirc Uí Rinn. Thought she'd have a shot, she didn't. She gives it back to the left half forward, Emer McGrath, from a difficult angle. That's going to go across the face of the goal. Great catch
well
inside.
caught.
Chance for goal. Well blocked by the Cork backs. Libby Coppinger.
Miriam Campion has
it. Libby took a bang there for her troubles.
And takes her point.
So Miriam Campion slips her over the bar. Now it's down to a 1 point game.
So the Tipperary subs come working well there. Corinne Blair and Miriam Campion. Miriam Campion. 18. Point from play over her shoulder.
Yeah, and Libby took a belt when she blocking her initial effort for the goal. We still didn't work out who's gone off the Tip team.
We'll work it out now.
Probably a corner forward, given that Corinne Blair has gone into the full forward line.
Yeah, Grace O'Brien, Nina.
And certainly, if you look at the score sheet, Cork were 2-5 to 3 points up after 19 minutes. It's now 2-9 to 14 points. So Tipperary have outscored Cork by 11 points to 2-9 to 3
4,
to 4, which is a big, and they haven't got a goal in that if it's down to a single point. As the Cork player actually batted that one down. It's in the middle of the field, Fiona Keating.
Do you think the Cork dropped the tempo, or did Tip start marking a bit better?
I'd say Tip have improved more than Cork have gone out of the game. Tip have, by Tip's improvement, they've nullified some of the Cork tactics. The ball hasn't gone in as quick.
They haven't given Cork the same time on the ball.
No.
They gave them too much time in the first 10 minutes. Tip.
And the Cork midfield are Aisling Thompson and Katrina Mackey are not having the impact they had early on. As Tip in possession.
A Tip free. Chance for an equaliser.
It's a soft enough free, but look, he was right alongside it.
Possibly a line ball, is it?
No, I think he's given a free. The foul was committed by Aisling Thompson. And the ref is having a word with her over there. Kat Devine moving over to take this. It's a fairly lengthy lecture by the referee, in which I assume will result in a yellow card. 48 minutes played. Yeah, so that's the third yellow card of the match. 2 for Cork, 1 for Tipperary. A chance to level up the match. Just on the 45-metre line, but way over on the far side of the field. So, Devine strikes it in, and look, it's gone wide, I'd say. It's gone wide. Yeah, it's gone wide. That's Tipperary's first wide of the second half, and Tipper bring on another sub here.
It looks like Jean Kelly. We'll check that in a second.
We still don't know who went off for Karen Blair, do we? Or Corrine Blair?
Grace O'Brien.
Grace O'Brien went off, okay.
So Jean Kelly for Emer Heffernan has just gone off there.
So Emer Heffernan, who's on?
It looks like Jean Kelly. We confirm that when we see the number.
Okay.
Normally often plays wing forward.
So Cork in possession. The right half back is number 5, Hannah Looney. Good strong run by the Killigirl. Flicks it in towards Katrina Mackey, who looks to have gone into the full forward line. Looked to be fouled. The referee
well bottled by Tipperary there.
They still didn't clear it though. Comes to Linda Collins, the Cork captain, looking around for an option. Well blocked
by Mary Ryan.
And it's free into Cork. And a chance to go 2 points in front. So I think it's Katrina Mackey. I think what they've done, is put Hannah Looney midfield, I think, is Linda, and put Katrina Mackey into the full forward line. That's what it looks like anyway. Yeah, and Mackey's to take this free now. 50 minutes played. 10 plus a few stoppages to go. We're still trying to work out. And Katrina Mackey, Julie sends her over the bar. So at one end, yeah. Yeah. So that's only Cork's second score from a free, so they've got 2-10, 2-8 from play. Tip have possession.
Low ball in. McGrath.
Libby Coppinger and McGrath. McGrath gets it. Trying to look around for an option. Gives it out to the left half forward. This is no, that's number 10, I think. Bad pass. Bad. And Laura Tracy.
Oh, it was Miriam Campion fitted out to Emer McGrath, yeah.
And the ref is stopping play now because there's a Tipperary player down injured in the middle of the field. Let's hope she's okay. It looks like the sub, I think, is it? Corrine Blair?
No.
Is it? I'm not sure now. No, Katrine Blair is not.
It's Arena Friday, number 10.
Is it? Yeah. Did we work out who came on yet? There's another tips.
Is it Jean Kelly?
Famous name.
22.
Jean Kelly. Famous name. Yeah, grand. Thanks, Linda. And yeah, you're right. It's number 10. Arena Friday is down, so the play will resume with it free from Cork. And then Cork are bringing on another sub here now. Not sure who's gone off. The sub, sub in the Cork. 52. So 22 is on for Cork. That's Cleena Healy. Is it? I think so, yeah. I think it's Izzy O'Regan, yeah.
Yeah.
Think-
I think it's Izzy O'Regan.
So Cork with a 2-point lead. I'd say there will be a couple of minutes injury time now.
Aye, they'll be 5 or 6 anyway. Give them the water break.
Break and everything, yeah.
Of
So
course, so
big clearance
Amy
from
Lee,
Cork.
good free. Katrina Mackey has it.
Missed,
Going on a
missed
bit of a
by
run. Danger here for Tipperary. Will she pass it? She does. Into Hannah Looney. Chance for a goal. Good save by the keeper, but it's gone in. It's gone in.
Was it Hannah Looney?
Hannah Looney got
Coming
it, yeah.
forward from midfield.
Yeah. The goalie was a bit unlucky. She got to stick to it. But good awareness by... yeah, and that's a vital score now, Philly, given that tip. Could have levelled the match, caught the van, missed the free. Difficult enough free.
Yeah.
Cork went down and got a point to go 2 up. And all of a sudden, the gap is up to 5 again.
Yeah, that goal really opens the lead.
And good awareness by Katrina Mackey. So the move, she's after getting a point from a free. Good awareness from her. Another player might have went for her own, but showed her experience. Passed it to Hannah Looney, who's made an impact since she's come on. And a bit unlucky in the goalkeeper, Kiva Burke, but a good score nonetheless for Cork. So it's 3-10 now.
Tip keeper got to stick to it, but
Yeah.
just didn't knock it out. Yeah, it was almost a fantastic save.
And this Chloe Sigerson is taking this free. Just outside the 65-metre line. That's going to drift to the right. It's not. Yeah, it is. It's gone wide. So
Tip,
5 wide for
Tip
Cork.
are edging back into the game, and just the Cork
Yeah.
goal and the point have really
turned the
Give
game
them
to
a-
be fair again. But still a bit to go though. And there's what, we're 53 minutes gone.
So
That goal is
Arena
gonna-
Friday just looking at the ref to know what was his decision, and the decision is that she was overcarrying it or held it too long.
Yeah. And the goal is kind of giving Cork a bit of renewed energy. And Katrina Mackey is coming out to take some. Looking at the flags underneath us now, it's probably breeze isn't that significant, but chance to put 3-9, 19, 3-10 is 19, 14, 5 between her. This would make her not her best effort.
Good
You know,
catch by the keeper.
You know,
Oh, Mary Ryan. Fullbacks caught it. Again
Oh.
ran straight into the Cork player, and the ref gives the free the other way,
Yeah.
which is the third time it happened in
third
this
time
match.
in the
yeah.
match, 2 for Cork
Yeah.
and 1. But go back to the league semi-final that Cork lost, and Linda, you were at it. Cork missed a couple of scoreable frees in that match.
Yes, from distance and from close in, and they've moved it around between Katrina and Chloe and
Linda Collin,
Boland,
yeah.
and they're not finding the target as regularly as they have been in the
Yeah.
past, so it's a concern for them.
Like,
They
and
have free takers in the team. I mean,
you need consistency, like.
You need consistency.
You do, yeah. I mean, that's the point I was making with Orla Cotter for years. She rarely missed.
Yeah.
You know, and we missed a penalty that day as well, you know, so we could have been in the league final.
I mean, Orla, Katrina and Chloe are good free takers, but the consistency is
Yeah.
there.
So Arena Friday has gone off, and Tipperary's Casey Hennessy is on.
So Casey, and as we do that, 56 minutes gone, Katrina Mackey has pointed at free, so that extends Cork's lead. So
Casey Hennessy, 23,
Casey Hennessy is on, and
on for Arena Friday, who had the head injury there a minute ago.
she's a loss Friday. She's a good player. So 55 minutes played now, and Cork lead by 6. So certainly from, and here's Amy O'Connor, chance made for another score. Steps inside, strikes it in. Good save by the
Great
goalkeeper.
save, well brought down by Quiver Burke.
Yeah, good play, but she shouldn't have tapped it over the bar. She'd taken a point.
Great control by Tip goalkeeper there
very,
to
she's been very good actually.
bring it down. Very
She's been
sharp tonight, yeah.
very good. Laura Hayes in position. Laura Tracy. in
must be
possession.
overcarrying there. Oh,
We'll give it that one, Philly. We'll give it that one.
no, it's a cock free for a pull on the arm, I'd say.
Yeah. Again, it's a long way out. So it's Chloe. Yeah, Chloe Sigerson's coming across to take this one. So certainly, as a warmer up for the championship, Cork look like they're going to win unless Tip can get a couple of goals. Both sides will be happy with the effort, I suppose. Particularly Tipperary, they started slowly but came right back into the game.
Came right back into it, yeah, and just a
Dangerous ball, batted out by the keeper.
small bit of and
Fiona Keating with that unorthodox swing. She gets another point. So, and the other thing, Phil, it's good to hear supporters at the match and hear them acknowledging the scores from both sides and the saves. We've been, watching matches behind closed doors.
Yeah,
it's nice to have supporters here.
Tip would be happy to get that free. Cork were looking for a high tackle there, but Tip very happy to get the free. And
I think she went to take it quickly, did she?
Quickly caught Devan, was looking for it.
Yeah.
And
the ref has been, he's been okay, been a bit inconsistent, but he's generally he's done his best at it. I think he's going to book Laura Trace, which is a bit trivial because he didn't do a whole lot wrong, No, she hasn't, no. No, she's not. 58. So, Kai Devine will probably... Yeah, she drives it over the bar. So that's, funny enough, that's Tip's first score in 12 minutes, and in the same period, Cork go 1-3.
Tip had made a great effort to get back within 2, and had chances of... did we get within 1 point?
You see him there?
2 subs coming on for Cork.
10 and 15.
So, substitutes on the Cork team, Hannah O'Leary and Emma Murphy, both on the successful minor teams of the last couple of years. And gone off. Linda Collins, the captain, has gone off, and we'll work out who the other player is. Tip that out of this game, yes, because Chloe Sigerson went off, yeah. So Linda Collins and Chloe Sigerson gone off.
Oh, keeper leaves behind. Cork Devan has won it.
Cork Devan in
Robbed the
possession.
keeper. Good ball across to someone there. No.
Laura Tracy, who's been excellent all evening for Cork. And Cork on the attack, Hannah Looney, who's, as I said earlier, made a big impact when introduced. Looking around for an option. Gives it to Saoirse McCarthy. Cross here is Amy O'Connor on her own. Well, if
maybe overhit the pass. Looking for Fiona Keaton, I'd say.
She definitely hit it too hard, and the chance is kind of begging there for Cork. So, 3-12 for Cork, 15 points for Tipperary. 60 minutes on the clock. Probably 3 or 4 minutes yet to play. So, if Tipper to rescue this match, they'll need a goal. And
we need 2 goals.
They need 2 goals. They need 3 nearly to win. So the ball down here in front of us, not out yet. Cork, Fiona Keating has it. Trying to hand pass it to
one intercepted there by Jean Kelly, who hits it down for.
Good play by Cork backs there. Cork right half is Hannah Looney.
Hannah Looney's made a difference, hasn't she? As an anchor midfield.
And putting Mackie in full forward has helped as well. And that's a great score, is it? Yeah, it's a lovely score by Katrina Mackie there. And again, it was a good back out here by Saoirse McCarthy. Good pass by Hannah Looney to Katrina
good low
Mackie.
puck out to the middle there to Casey Hennessy. Tip dawdling a bit with the ball, but it's working out fine. High ball in.
So now, Tip come in search of a goal that would give him, might spark a bit of a comeback, but Cork deal with it capably enough. Number 25 is Hannah O'Leary. Out here to Laura Tracy. Good play out of Cork to Laura Hayes. Long delivery towards Mackie in the full forward line. First touch, good enough. Gets away from the player. Chance maybe for another score. She has a player inside her. I think that's number 22 is Cleena Healy. Chance for Cleena Healy. Strikes it in high and she sends it across the face of the goal, and that's gone wide. So now 62 minutes into the 62nd minute. It looks as if it's going to be Cork and Limerick in the final of the Munster Senior Camogie Championship. We don't know where it's to be played. We understand it's fixed for next Saturday night, and surely the Munster Camogie officials will see, I won't say the error of their ways, but they'll surely consider switching the time, maybe played in the afternoon or something, given that Cork and Limerick are playing in the Munster Senior Hurling Championship next Saturday night in Thurles at 7 o'clock. So, for the benefit of everyone, to be a good idea if they could switch. Anyway, Cork on the attack. Amy O'Connor again showing her pace. Chance maybe for another score. Should probably tap it over the bar, but the way she's running, she gives it to Mackie. Mackie steps it in, and a goal. Not a goal for Cork. And it was Amy O'Connor's pace. You know, she had plenty of space and made
the overlap.
Yeah, made the overlap. And I must confess now, I think the scoreline is a bit harsh on Tipperary.
It is. We're down within a point at one stage.
Yeah,
so,
down to a point. And
two goals and a few points there in the last 2-3, I'd say, is it?
at 46 minutes gone, it was 2-9 to 14 points. Cork have scored 2-3, 2-4 to a point in the intervening period. So probably a bit harsh to say had Cork Devine levelled the match, you might have had a different game. Anyway, here come Cork again. Another Cork sub on, I believe, is it? Tina Dooley for Aoife O'Neill. So certainly
we've let in a lot of high ball to our forwards. Doesn't really suit them there in the last few minutes.
And they were winning it earlier on. Amy Lee to Clean Dooley. Not the best of hand passes, recovers.
She has an advantage.
Yeah, the ref is playing with good delivery up towards
Cork playing with 2 forwards now.
Yeah.
Out of 6.
And certainly the switch of Katrina Mackey's worked as well. As Tip come on the attack. That's the number 12 Emer McGrath over on the far side. Looking for a free, doesn't get it. And Cork come away with it towards another bad hand pass. Aisling Thompson gets it and going plenty of space in front of her. Good delivery in here towards Mackey again. In space, turns, shot blocked
by
down.
Mary Ryan.
I could be disappointed with her effort there as Tip come out with the ball over to the far side of the field. 64 minutes played now. And there's a kind of a sense of inevitability about it, and both sides kind of switched off a bit. 9 ball over on the far side, I would suggest, for Tipperary. Referee. Perfect evening for Camogie. Decent enough game. Both sides, I said, probably be happy with it.
Tip probably disappointed with their number of goal chances. Not enough, really.
Yeah. Chance now for
Miriam Campion has a chance to shoot on goal here if she feeds it back.
That looked like a free into Tip. So does that. And eventually he gives it, yeah.
Like the Lions tour there. Pull down.
Will that go ahead? That Lions tour. 3 positive cases in the South African team today. And Libby Coppinger, and we must commend Libby. She played a full game last night in the ladies' football final in Croke Park on a big pitch against a very good Dublin team.
I think Cork Camogie manager will be happy with Hannah Looney's contribution too.
Without
the last 20
Libby's
minutes.
got a yellow card there in the 65th minute. I know she's actually gone off, so. No, she only got 1.
Saved, caught the van going for goal and gets a touch and over the bar. So final score of the game. Final score for Tip there, a point from a free.
So the final substitute there was Cork brought on Aisling Egan for Libby Coppinger. But as I said, it's all over here. It finished Cork 4-13, Tipperary 16 points. And I suppose, obviously Cork would be the happier of the two, but Tipperary brought it down to a point, but just
weren't clinical in the last quarter of an hour.
Yeah.
Hit some a lot of high ball in the last quarter of an hour to our forwards, and where we were opening them up before that, it's just our penetration just stopped.
Yeah, and Cork, the goal chances that Cork eventually took them in the end, they'd be happy with a good workout and get back on the horse after losing the league semi-final. So both sides can look with confidence
to the All-Ireland Championship. Yeah, I think Tip will be happy with the middle of the match. They played 2 good quarters, weren't good at the start and finished a bit tired looking.
Yeah.
And so Cork started really well and finished really well.
Yeah, so Cork will get another game next week against Limerick. Tipperary have to wait until they play a championship on the 10th of July. Who knows, we might see these two sides again. That's the end of our coverage from Páirc Uí Rinn. Just to recap, the final score, Cork 4-13, Tipperary 16 points. By thanks to Philly Ryan for his unbiased comments tonight, even though he's from Tipperary. Thanks to the lads on camera. Thanks to all who watched and sent in their comments. And Sinead, Páirc Uí Rinn, Slán go forward.
Thanks, Finbar. Bye.